say amazing gold is eyes, but my heart still beats. When I say no, it's yes. I'm putting you to the test. Can you handle me? Do you have a key? Tell me that I've been playing games. Do you really have what it takes? I guess so, I guess so. I guess so, I guess so. I never clean, I need my king. You better not to sin. I think so, I think so. I think so, I think so. Okay, let me just be honest with you. I want you, want you, want you. And okay, I've been running circles all the time, but I want you, want you, want you.
What's going on, everybody? So since about 7 this morning, I've been I can't show my safe, but some things I have right off the back. I was rearranging some of my stuff as far as some of my gun cases, the empty ones, and I keep the rifles and guns, and as far as my combat boots and all that, and certain carrier things. And I was looking at my sweats, right? And I was like, you know what? I need to get rid of some sweats. Well, then I said to myself, wait a minute. I got rid of a lot of stuff. So I was like, wait a minute now. I got Kung Fu, I got military BDUs, I got a whole bunch of my competition martial arts, karate, and Kung Fu suits from competing over 25, 30 years. And I got a whole slough of them. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, y'all know on the 24th to the 28th, I'm going to be doing something to do a reset. I've been talking to you guys about it because I find it paramount and very important, regardless of what others think. I don't care about what others think because you remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger called Total Recall. I'm going to share something with you that nobody ever knew, nor did they break down. And it was because I had a premonition or some dumb shit. I've always known it. I've only discussed it between 4 people, and they have yet to say anything to anybody. Trust me. I talk to them all the time. They're like, I'm not saying that shit to nobody. Well, I'm going to tell y'all for the first fucking time. And let's see if it takes off like wildfire. I'm an old country boy, so I'm going to talk how I want to talk. I'm tired of all these people trying to be politically correct. If you're trying to be politically correct, get the fuck off on what you call it. Checking all my equipment out. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that they got strobe, this, that, and other. And that I can hold and don't take too long to go off. I've got like 5 of those for emergencies. I was watching while I was taking care of some things, getting some things in order, cleaning up my cowboy boots. That's not actually the name of them, but I was cleaning those up, getting the dust and red clay off of them, getting my breakfast together, eggs and bison. Yes, eggs and bison, and that's it. But Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are y'all aware of the year they came out and why they put it out? Well, see, it was a premonition to let you know something to see if anybody paid attention. See, they are very aware of you, having some of you having total recall. That's what they've been working on to stop. You can't enslave a population and have them hearken on to and barter and do your bidding if they know who they are. Let me turn this down. I really feel like listening to some music. Not that I need it. So that was the purpose behind Total Recall. I don't care what book you read or what somebody else may have said. Okay, let's get some light up on here because I don't like looking at myself and seeing the shadow of who I am when I'm much brighter than that. It's facts. Okay, but get ready to go for my walk, and I was like, let me go ahead and do this before we get into our reading later on and a podcast. So I'll let Westcott and them know that I'm going to do a podcast. Those who are informed and they're not too drab, with the know-it-alls, let them know that I was going to do a podcast this evening. Yeah, it was to see who would have a total. They knew that there are those out here who are going to have a total recall. And what they wanted to do, they want to be able to caption those groups off, get rid of, or by some way administer something to block any memory in the next generation. There's a reason why they always go for the children and they bind things and do things over and over and over. When I told you about Star Wars, and I mentioned to you the Anakin, and the metachlorian. When I told you about meditating, and for those of you who are grounding yourselves and you're starting to see all those little spots, embrace that. That's the matrix. All right? You need to envelop that. You need to be able to mitigate and make swirls and be able to control it. That's stepping into another realm. That's very mediocre is what I'm expressing to you. Somebody walked by today who doesn't live here and says, oh, wow, the lizard really likes that rock. I was like, so what? Isn't it on the ground? And they went about their business. Now, something else I want to broach upon you. I gotta be careful how I say this. There's a friend of mine. He's in a small city. He's somebody who he knows who could be a whistleblower, who works for an agency. And it is said that some of these people who are brought into the cities, that certain alphabet groups have been arming these people with full auto and armor in our city. I can't say it's facts. I am only relaying to you what he is saying, that his friend who is in the circle is saying that they are doing. These people are moving into every space, knowing that the majority of you tough son of bitches, all you country, for all you badasses, which you don't know how to get together and everything else. If they move together as a unit, what are you going to do? So what? There's a gun behind every blade of grass, like the Chinese said. So what? Y'all don't know how to move together. You don't listen to nobody to come to tell you something because you got people that thinking they're bigger than everybody else with an ego and everything else. I don't have none of that. I've been doing my best to reach out to you. I don't know if it's true. Am I doubting or disbelieving him? I love him and trust him with all my life. I'm just relaying it. How many of y'all up all night and you watch movement that you ain't used to seeing? How many of you question things without ignorance, without jumping to conclusion, and without going crazy? How many of y'all know how to get certain people to move together, be protected? I don't want to hear that me, because I know you're full of it. You don't even know how to get up and leave certain places. You're so stuck in your Auschwitz, your purgatory, waiting on your Cyclone B. Nobody else is going to come over here and do what I do and say what I do. You're still going to follow these individuals who at the same time selling you something while making you feel low. Oh. But not telling you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you should be doing this, or you should be doing that. They just want to be a voice. Sometimes those individuals are agents. I hate that word agent. I really do. Hey, Wolf, my brother, tell your wife, I know y'all older like myself, a little older. I don't get into the narratives, quadron, this, that, Jew, none of that. Y'all can hear me when I'm talking, for those who pay attention and watch me. I don't get into none of those narratives. I've traveled the earth over. I've read more books than any of you put together. I've talked and sat down with people all over this earth in the 80s. I was a 40 in the 70s. And I haven't let it go, and I haven't forgotten it. I just woke up at a different time than y'all, and it's a different wake up, and it's meant for me. Y'all better pay attention. Let me shout out some people, because somebody just popped. Rondo, what's going on, beloved? Hey, Snoo. West Side, Benji. Oh, Lord, all my loved ones. Carol Thomas, hey, great day. Great day, yes, it is. Margarita, yes, I'm going to do back over the one where you explained it. Go ahead, hon. Trust me, DNA is a lie, unless it's within the last 100 years. Other than that, I know I was pre-med. Unless they changed, it's been used against us. Hey, Grey Wolf. Kira Meal, excellent live this morning, brother. I hope they remember who they are. If they don't, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do if they can't remember. We must not just listen. We must not only hear, we must adhere. We shouldn't just look to have a perception. We shouldn't have look just to have a perception to see. We must acquaint ourselves with the visual. The visual is auditory. It's all frequency. In order for you to ascend beyond a certain paradigm. You must engulf yourself in it. And the problem is, most people are like lucid dreams. They don't know how to. Honestly, how many of you have stopped dreaming? Honestly, let's put a 1 up. Honestly, I mean, dreaming. Dreaming. Choline. Cholesterol is good for you too. Don't be slow. Hit 1 now. How many of you have stopped dreaming? 1. If you haven't stopped dreaming, hit 2. Come on. I mean, the guy that strangled a kid to death in New York got $1 million raised for him. That's for killing the niggas. I'm sitting here, I can't get $5 this, that, and that from y'all to get books. Hit 1 if you stop dreaming. Hit 2 if you have not. And I should have to repeat myself several times. Everybody, please, Carol Meal, everybody, my beloved brothers and sisters, everybody. Okay, so 1, you've stopped dreaming. 2, you have not stopped dreaming. I don't care about daydream or none of that shit. I said 1, if you stop dreaming. Listen. 1, if you stop dreaming. 2, if you have not dreaming. This is serious. 1, 2. I don't care about none of that other shit. I'm going to give you something. People, this is what I'm talking about. We don't know how to listen. 1, you stop dreaming. 2, you have not stopped dreaming. Please, everybody. I can accept that. Don't remember. 2, you haven't. All right, my brother. Appreciate it. There's a lot of people that probably would come over. Oh, new subscribers, I appreciate y'all. Excuse me, I have a way about me. I'm an old head. I'm still like them country boys and them old drunks on the corner that some of y'all remember from back in the day. I am no different. If not, I'm even, I don't know. Because of the time and the presence, much worse, maybe conceivably. But it's all with point and love. Everybody else, come on. You're still watching. Kill me. Have you stopped dreaming or do you still dream? Everybody, Snoo. Do you still dream? Or don't you? 1, you stopped. You would think I say 1, you still dreaming. No. I need to know who stopped. 2, you're still dreaming. Still dreaming. That's 2, Caramio. I want people to be able to look at each one when I address this. Everybody. So, you're still in here? 1, not. 2, are. This is important. I was going through all my survival stuff. I don't just use it just in case stuff hits the fan. I use it for other people as well. I mean, I am a nurse. We're also not practicing. I was pre-med. I am CPR certified for life, right? I have one of those electric things, right? So it's good to be able to have some tourniquets, this, that, and other, right? To be prepared. I really be dreaming when I'm some good setup, man. 1 or 2, West Side. Y'all know Bram Stoker Dracula's up in the house now. When even the Sandman Ganji got it. God dang it. Don't worry, it's my water. Water I purified. It's charcoal tasting, but it's better with lime, but it's better than crap that comes in the bottle. Kimmy, I figured you were deep dreaming. Awesome. But your air is a little cleaner. And they're still flying over there too, but not like over here. So yeah. Very well. What'd you put? Are you dreaming? Okay, good. How about the wife? Where's she at? Anyway. I guess some people just here to hear what I got to say about it. I would ask, then that means 2, honey. I would ask who got the flu shot last year. I know 3 of you definitely got it. The rest of you I'm not aware of. But don't worry about that. Every shot that you get is every one of them are full with heavy metals. And these heavy metals have been more on the line of like nanite or synthetic, which is one and the same. So that means that they can forcibly defer certain responses in the body. Well, like the spike protein, right? They're messing with the autoimmune system, changing it, strangling it. Okay, good. But you got something not too long ago. But just listen, because this stuff lasts for years. Anyway, some lay dormant for up to a decade. The studies are there. I know just nobody's looked at it because it's not your field. That's why I'm here. Those of you not dreaming need to look at changing your diet and your metaphysical state of being with purpose. That means forcing it. I don't care if you have to think of the worst, if you want to call it a nightmare. I want you to turn off all your electronic equipment, TVs, unplug them. Just turning them off is not going to do enough. Okay? See, a lot of people don't know how to, I can't show you. I'm not going to go downstairs and get my other tablet. They don't know how to go into their settings. Hit the little crank in the corner and then go down to phone, blah, 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 and tap on that and start disconnecting a lot of things. And even doing that, they still are inside the phone. TV, smart TVs, the majority, not all. They're inside those. Hell, they're inside the ones from 1974, 72. You had the big floor models? Yeah. They can watch you through those. So you got to disconnect them. You got to let the transistors, you got to let the witch cords die down, the energy, because they can still even unplug, operate. So you have to unplug them and go a couple of days, a few days with them all unplugged. If you have nothing important, you don't feel like you're going to die, so don't think that because you won't. Your tablets, like every night when I go to sleep, I unplug my TVs downstairs, upstairs. I turn these off and I put them in these little containers made by a certain group of individuals that have gold, silver, and copper that blocks the EMF, literally blocks it. Mylar, I have Mylar under my, what you call it, to protect as well. Allow yourself, and don't go taking none of the crap they sell to make you go to sleep, like melatonin, that will mess you up, it'll kill you. Do not take melatonin. Do not take no over-the-counter supplement that says it will make you go to sleep. Don't do it. Get you a nice, heavy, fat meal, no sugar. If you're gonna drink water, put some chlorophyll and some lime juice, okay? Put you some chlorophyll, 15 drops in about 8 to 10 ounces with about a tablespoon of lime juice. And you can actually add 4 ounces of coconut water and then 4 ounces of distilled water and add that to it. All right. And boil your banana, a whole damn banana. Please, it's not so much the potassium. All right. And it's not the fake, what you call it. They say you eat turkey and you get tryptophan. No, it's the magnesium and the potassium together. And after you boil that whole banana, scrub it down. If you don't have one of those things to clean it, just listen to me and play it back later. God dog, listen. And drink that milk from that boiled banana, the skin and all. Drink that. But before that, sip on that half water, coconut water or water with chlorophyll and lime juice. Not only is it good for the stomach, but it helps the snaps to fire off properly. Because I know a lot of you don't have alpha brain and all that kind of stuff. Shiitake, a different lion's mane mushroom, which grow in New Jersey, all on the East Coast, up and down the East Coast. Y'all know what lion's mane look like? Go out there and get it. Like there's mushrooms that grow all up in the yard. Like get that, pay the little 149 to be able to identify these non-deadly crustaceans or mushrooms, and make teas with them, people. Get the big off the birch. The birch tree and get that big black nodule, cut a piece of that off without, it's not gonna kill the tree. And that brown, take that like you see me. I buy mine from Total Cherokee, our beautiful beloved sister. And I grind mine and make a tea. I sip once to twice every week, people. Not only does it fight cancer, you can order sour soap and it's not so hard to grow inside. But in order to have a deep sleep, you need to do these things. Take a break from the meat. If you're going to eat vegetables, eat you some raw cabbage. Eat your raw tomato. Eat your raw mango. I know that's carbs, but that's a healthy form. Eat you a couple of avocados, okay? Or don't eat nothing. Just drink those things and allow yourself and walk around. Walk around and allow yourself to go into a deep sleep and recapture what has always been there. You just have not been able to see. With everything they're spraying and everything they're doing, is to block you from allowing you to perceive that which has always been known. There is history in you. There is so much history within you. Scott, how are you, beloved? Hey, Margaret. What's going on, Mama? Alfred, what's happening? The government they're messing with everybody's. They're messing with everybody's dreams. But it's not so much the government. There is, other than the darkness, it's bigger than you can even imagine. And it's permissible. The thing is, you're allowing it. When I tell you that you're stronger than all this shit, you have a hard time believing me. Listen to me. You are so much more powerful than all this shit. But because you have not been nurtured, you have not been walked upright as you should, Ben. You have not been walked up. That means somebody did not allow you or assist you. They wanted you to stay groveling like they are. Under somebody's heel. So under some fictional boot. With fear and reprisal. When they should fear and worry about your reprisal. Don't have to advocate violence, people. What you're capable of is beyond the scope of all that with no emotions or feelings bound to it. Your dreams will tell you. And a lot of you are eating, I know you're eating cake and crap. I know you're eating potato chips. You know the potato chips I eat, and that's once in a blue freaking moon. And that bag will last me. That bag right there. Where did I put the bag at? I used to keep it around me all the time. I think I took it downstairs. My blue corn chips. It's the only one I eat, organic. Only one. And I have like 4 or 5 of them. Like maybe 6 chips. I won't have enough for like another week. That's my cheat. Especially since I quit drinking. That day when I went out and I just said, let me push the envelope. Let me see something. And I says, this is not the same as it was from the 90s. And then I had a dream. I mean, I don't share my dreams. And I just knew to stop. That's all I can say. I just knew. One thing I didn't do, which I meant to do this morning. Every morning I do this. And then I take 2 days off. But Sundays I do it. And Snoo, you know what I'm talking about. Because I used to take the krill and a few other things. But I still like DHA, only if I'm going to work out. Like workouts. And not over a little more than calisthenics while I'm using my dumbbells. But fermented skate oil. Oh my goodness, people. I almost forgot to take this. Now, if you're down South America and you got good fishing, you're in Jamaica, Blue Lagoon, and you're in a place where you can actually get decent fish that haven't been too polluted or poisoned. Now they're doing it. They're pumping stuff into the Gulf of Mexico. Just like over in Tonkin, they caught some people over there and they beheaded these agents. Y'all didn't hear about that? They were pumping these barrels of stuff into the way they caught them people over there in the islands of Tonkin, Vietnam. They chopped them people up. There haven't been nobody there because the people up in the trees and everything watching. But they're flying the helicopters looking to see if they can see the people. Why is our people don't get down like that? Because our people have been made soft. Prove me wrong. Now here they got all these little boys coming over here. They're arming them at night. Y'all too busy because you're jacked up, you're sleep, you're arguing and fighting in your fake relationships. You're not really looking at what's going on, that you're being watched. I got to take this and clean it up. I mean, if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. I always, I've always dreamed in color. Good. I dream. You know what? I'm not going to say what I dream. I can't. But I'll tell you what, you can walk your dream. Everything that you feel right here, you can feel in your dream. Everything that you do right here, you can do in your dreams. You can even skip dreams, one dream to another dream. You can look at different periods of dreams. You can just dream and learn how to walk back into your dreams. You don't have to force yourself. I know some of you say, well, damn, Red, if you're only getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep, is it quality sleep? Of course, but my body requires more. My body really requires 10 to 12 hours of sleep. I'm not going to lie. So whenever I'm cheating, I get my little 6 or 7. I don't get flustered and I don't get all arguing and bent out of shape. I see what's required, what's needed of me to be seen. It's not regardless of what I want. I just deal with what's given. That means it was what's needed. We grew up in a selfish and greedy world that wants you to want and want and want things that aren't required nor needed. You know? I mean, this is still all of us, Eras, background music, y'all. Free Twitch, YouTube. It's their shit. So, you know, I just don't like some of the songs they play. Like I said, I like bachata and all that, you know, Afro beats and, you know, all that good stuff. So anyway, all that, I don't need all that. That's garbage to me. It's beautiful, but it's not what I require. Yeah. I may seem cold as ice, but my heart still beats, all right? Okay. Take those suggestions. And also, if you're going to be using turmeric to cook with, like lamb and your seafood and stuff, and you want to blacken it using certain things, let it marinate for at least 12 hours in the turmeric, a little black pepper, covered. Make sure you get garlic and hit with a little olive oil or a little ghee. Ghee is really good for you. Trust me, you're not going to get no plaque and all that crap. That's a lie. But if you're going to eat raw, make sure you eat raw vegetables and raw fruits. Uncooked. Kale, you have to steam. This is no way around it. All my life, you mess with raw kale, you bite the bullet. Now you can just go ahead and get your little spirulina. You can get the green, you can get the Hawaiian, blue Hawaiian, Jamaican red. You can get whatever spirulina and add that to your cereal. Well, you know what I mean, like your porridge and stuff like that. You could dust it on your food, your salad. Great for you. That also, because you need magnesium, you need choline, you need selenium. You need these things, and you especially need iron. Are you aware that 60% of Americans, North, South, and whatever the fuck you want to call it, are not getting the recommended daily allowance of natural iron? It's went down in the last 30 years because these fake ass scientists keep messing with the food. There's not one beast or animal that needs these shots that they give them. Not one. It's always been a lie. But because everybody's believed in the media, controlled by the black box, all right, and everything you've been seeing by these fake politicians and so-called leaders who are not leaders. We don't hire politicians to be fucking leaders. We are the leaders. We are the first goddamn responders. And they have flipped everything upside down, inverted, and backwards and reverse. And because we have enough idiots running around out here, enough people that believe in this shit, you see them. Knock around, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, you know, the little dumb peckerwoods. Some of them had a hard time. And I says, no, some of the people down in South America, they got straight hair and they're brown. No, those are relatives. They had a hard time dealing with that. But the pale skins want everybody to believe that they're Indian. No, if you ain't got Negro and black on your birth certificate, if your mammy lied to you, then no. And there ain't no such thing as a one-drop blood rule either. That's what they wanted to make everybody else feel, because that was a perversion created by who? You can go back to Boaz. You can go back to the certain people who created the outer African diaspora and the niggas who betrayed the people, them homosexuals and everything else. All right. And child pedophiles, molesters, and everything else. That's right, yo, WBD, the boys, and all of them. No good. And then the ones who snapped out of it and realized, oh, I'm doing something wrong here. Well, you see what happens to them. When I found the article about Medgar Evers being a chief, they said, well, he's the chief of the NAACP. Oh, y'all retarded. He was the secretary. Oh, y'all so stupid. People are so stupid. And then somewhere down the line, somebody said, Google's trying to change it, James. You've been talking about this over 25 years. And I was showing people the article out of the Gazette. I was like, yeah, I know. I still got it. Right. And they says, well, look what they're trying to say now. That he was the chief of the NAACP. I says, go and tell me the NAACP. And I had a family member belong to that bullshit down south. And there was no chief what? See, they don't even know how to get it right. Look at fact checkers. They're really messing up now. You got people telling the truth about government and parliament, right? Certain things, whether it's act or not, vaudeville or not. And what are they doing? They're coming along and they're saying, hey, they did not say nothing about the shot. Like, motherfucker, we beyond that. And that shows you how screwed up they are. Somebody didn't believe me when I said about 8 years ago, I says, Hillary Clinton's cousin, I heard when I was, a little out there, I moved out Jersey from New York. I says, Hillary Clinton's cousin used to work at CNN, works fact checkers, I think. Oh man, Reg, you crazy. You always think you know everything. I said, no, I know people who share things and I don't forget it. Maybe you just had heard it, you don't remember. And my thing was to be polite. Today, I don't be polite with nobody. Polite is not a truth. Polite's not a reality. Fuck polite. I'll tell you what the fuck I need to tell you. Whether you like it or not, I don't give a fuck. If I need to say, if you're a liberal and I say liberals are fucking dumb, then take your ass on somewhere. Monkey. Marionette, puppet with somebody hand up your ass, free your ass and your mind will follow. Take the rope from around your neck and you won't be chastised. Fucking puppets and marionettes. I'm not playing. I'm still looking. It took a woman, one of my, and niggas still can't donate a couple of dollars for these rest of these books. I'm sitting here with damn near the right amount. I'm still looking for the rest of it to go ahead and order all these books. And I'm like, is it that bad, y'all? Is it that hard? Is it that crucial of a time? Now it says, wow, Parliament tricks. That's good. Oh, I'm not thirsty, trust me. Pull out a stack of $10,000 right the fuck now. See, it's not about that fiat, that worthless shit. Some of you are doing things and you're not sharing it with other people. I wrote letters on Facebook, well, through Instagram, cursing out my family members in a very dainty and polite way because they needed to be cursed out. And I told my aunts and uncles and my mama, well, those individuals who are going to read it, that you failed us. You failed us. You fucked up. And you figure that you're about almost 80 years old now, that it's all right. No. There's never no all right. You were the deciding factor in the fight or flight, and you chose to become all these things, judges and teachers and attorneys and all the fictional characters, and betray everyone else that we've got to fight 5 times harder. That's why a lot of us woke up. It's a triggering effect. We didn't just wake up. I can't, that's a fucking very benign, mild word to utilize. It is. It's beyond that. But we're not the ones they need to worry about. See, they wanted to always know who's going to have total recall so that way it won't happen again. So when you go and come back, yeah, they can go, oh, we got them now. But that's not how it works either. Lavender, honey, and lemon. Just once a week, y'all. Very delicious. Stuff mess up your kidneys and your liver. But what was that? What was that? I encourage everyone with low iron I know to take sarsaparilla. It has one of the hot. Yes, sarsaparilla. I have sarsaparilla tea, but I take an iron every other day. There's nothing wrong with taking an iron pill. Take one every other 1 or 2 days. Just I do lucid dreaming. Do you think it is cool? Lucid dreaming is fine. Daydreaming is fine as well. The thing is, you can control it. I don't like the word dream, y'all. But let me pause this, man. This thing is just jamming away. Got my eyes looking like I'm retarded. That's my favorite. I'm okay. Anyway. You ever turn the water on right before it starts to drip and you hear that like right before and then you added a little more. Now remember, this is pressure coming through a pipe. Now you go to a stream. I don't give a how you do it. Go to a stream. Hell, fill your tub and take your finger and run it in the water. God dang it. That is a sound, a frequency. The same tone you hear in your head is based upon that. And that's 7.75 or 8 hertz. When you walk in the bare feet across the sand or the grass, it's the same 7.758 hertz. When you first take your deep breath, it's the same 7.758 hertz. When you go, regardless of the fluctuation from it is the same 7.758 hertz. When you dream, like you said, lucid, no matter you're meditating to see or to not, that is based upon the same hertz. Your body is a frequency, it's a resonator, it's a capacitor. Okay? And you must be able to tap into it, whether you want to call it chi, chakras, no matter what term or name you utilize. You walk around in your awake and sleep mode all the time. Is your body not at rest right now, regardless of the activity that's happening? Everything is so simplistic, and yet we've allowed them to complex and confuse us with the most arduous, just the most stupidest things. When everything is so simple. Couldn't it all be so simple? You know what I'm saying? When it is. So how can we protect the youth? The youth. We can't even protect which is right before us, with us, in us, on us, around us. We are. That's the term I am. I and I. You hear that? Wind. Isn't that the earth singing? Didn't they learn how to manipulate her singing? I want to be careful because I don't want to push you too hard. They have our people so worried about mundane things that are relevant, that they don't see all the beautiful, all the grand, all the magnificent. Everything that they've controlled is chaos, chaotic, spontaneity. What the fuck is spontaneity when there's order? When everything is established. So what do you need spontaneity for? What do you need rage and anger, irrationale to find rationale? What do you need? What is the requirement of that? There's no order to none of that. You are living order. You say carbon, I call you a gem. Y'all speak, he said, no, I tell you how. Because many believe, as I stated, well, we find light in the darkness. Light is always there. Darkness is a void. What is so hard to comprehend? And if you void yourself how they've created it from the light of who you are, then you have no way of seeing these things and knowing these things. If you think happiness is smiling all the time, I got some soap bubble bricks you could build a house with, man. Soap bubble bricks you could build a house with, man. Y'all need to snap up out of that. Y'all better come around. I'm here for a specific reason. Like everybody else has a specific reason. Though I'm aware of so much, because I've been talking about Tartaria since I was in the middle school, and drawing and painting and getting whooped and beat and told to shut up. And even in the military, you're going to lose, you're going to get Section 8, blah, blah, psych ward. Here I stand. And nobody believes me. And everybody's talking about it. Being part of that which created hip hop, we know it's old, but you know, I'm talking about the 70s. So you know what I'm talking about. Being part of that generation that brought it in between New York and Jersey. A lot of us got to meet people and know people, even in the chaos of it all, the turmoil. And then some of us got to be reared. If I would have been raised, if I'd have been reared, nurtured by my mother, I would not be who I am. So her abusing me for 6 years, however long, had to happen. It didn't happen in the last life, but I atoned for that last life. Trust me. My grandmother and great grandmother made sure I got to meet everybody that was meant to be met. My great grandmother, especially. And my grandmother held the way to which my aunts and mama and my uncles let fucking go in their selfish manners. Not all, but the ones that migrated up north. There's a poison. It's not just in the air. It's around the people, their broken frequencies, the heightened hypersensitivity, sexuality, and everything else is a perversion. I lived amongst them. I know what I'm talking about. You have to fall back sometimes. You have to reacquaint yourself with you. You can't fool everybody. You damn sure can't lie to certain people. So some of y'all really need to practice not lying no more. And you need to practice a little different mannerism from thinking that you're really in control. Because some of you really believe you're in control and you're not. Not yet, at least. Your frequencies are still fucked up. If I'm wrong, show me where I'm wrong. Excuse me, what was that? Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. Hey, Markwood. I'm only saying this because I felt it was very important to look at these things that would bring, because when stuff happens, a lot of you are going to panic. A lot of you are going to give up the ghost. A lot of you are going to be like, oh man, let's just get drunk. The dream I had the other day, I was walking down the street in a certain place. I can't say, just can't. And I looked at the window and I said, hey. And everybody that was up there, not everybody, certain people I know were drinking. I says, hey, y'all know, you probably should be getting yourself together and getting your rounds and getting your truck. What for? We waited too long. They had gave up. They had lost their spirit. And I ran from there to go jump into this armored truck that me and the boys had welded together to the T. And we could take a straight RPG round. That's all I could say. We went to gather up children to take to a certain place in the mountains that we had dug into. Whatever. I wasn't supposed to say that. Excuse me. And yeah. The people walked down the street casually and went in there and lit their asses up. And then threw a Molotov in there and a grenade. And we watched it. But some good old boys in their personal jets flew and bombed the whole place out anyway. Some of you believe that it's gonna blow over. It's not. Never has, and it never will. It's the only last warning I'm telling you. Usually when I ask a question, that's all I want is an answer, yes or no. When it's about something serious, then I want you to pay attention. That's it. All right. I don't care at this time and age and what's going on. I don't care about lucid, this, that, and other. I'll entertain it later. But right now, no. Dream I had last night. I asked the fellas yesterday, hey, you guys gonna come up when you want to come up and do some shooting and stuff? Nobody responded, surprisingly. Anyway, I went out and shot with a couple of boys, the Hogan, training together. There was a lot of us. And they're soldiers. You know when they say, what are we? Hoo-yah! Well, I trained with them. I'm gonna do my best to give it to a few. But I know a lot of you gonna. This is why I said I need the numbers. I know a lot of you are not going to do nothing, and it's sad. It's real sad. And I just wanted to come on and share that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come back and read because we have to hit certain books that we're reading out of America. Blah blah blah. And I got to clean this syringe up and finish eating, and go out and get a little walk on, and then we're going to get that reading, and then I'm going to set up the podcast. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna give you a call, Westside, and I'll chat with you, and Rondo. Anybody else want to come in when I do the podcast? It's going to be a good topic. I don't believe everybody coming across the so-called imaginary border that this fucking small hat government created. They should have never been there in the first damn place. What's the purpose of the wars, y'all? Just they knew what they were doing. But there are a lot of people coming across that border that have been paid and put to the chalice in charge by this very same people you call the government, who are not our government at all. If y'all knew the real laws and everything of the government, the real Constitution, Bill of Rights, these people could never be our politicians, nor our government. First of all, they don't have no athak in this blood. They're not our people on this land. But if you knew that, by going to the Library of Congress and studying real law, walking in the way of Hebraicism and the lifestyle, not the religion, then y'all would know it. But like I said, we have some people before us that failed us. And I appreciate you guys coming in. Now, it doesn't mean go dress up like Vegeta and Goku and Krillin and Dragon Ball fucking Z and walk around making fucking imaginary light beams and shit. Okay? But it means that some of the things that I'm reading, you want to get into the book of Enoch, you want to go a little further back than that, you want to get into Gilgamesh and know what you're dealing with, look for the puzzle pieces, then go right ahead. But all I'm telling you is just to live with order in your life, to meditate, to fast, to acquaint yourself to know everything around you? Yes, in order to be in government, you're supposed to be autochthonous, not just indigenous. Autochthonous means one thing, of the land, original to the land, not by some land bridge, polymer, this, that, and other. It's like polymer stones, you know, like what makes it strong? What is it rooted in? Okay? We fell because we were loving people who didn't know the turns had changed, even though we were warned. We were aware and warned. Well, here we are, aware and being warned. We have many good brothers, Kiramil, West Side, a lot of good brothers, young and old, who are telling people to know who you are and wake up. And some of you think you're woke. If you was that damn woke, you move like you had to take a shit after having a cigarette and a cup of coffee in the morning, but that's not the case. And some of y'all can relate to what I just said. I've been there in the military. False stimulants, nerves, giddiness, unprepared, even though well-trained and equipped. I'm telling you that you're already well-trained and equipped. You just need to step back into it. You have people showing you who you are to the earth and your importance. And some of you now are accepting it, but you're not allowing yourselves to walk in it. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. We're at 57 minutes. I appreciate and love every one of you. Love what you're doing, Kiramil. I wish Paul would come on in so he can learn a little more. And you got to remember now, we don't need to focus on 500,000 years ago. We need to focus on right now. Okay. Beloved sisters, my brothers, 201, you already know. See y'all here in a little bit. Love you all.